Hey, what's happening, guys? It's Combo here, bringing you guys another episode of the Juggernaut with Every Gun Show. We're on to episode 5, the Type 95. It's actually probably one of the best guns in the game, if not the best. It's great up close. It's a two-shot kill up close, and it's a full burst kill at long range, I believe. So, it's definitely better than the M16. Shoots a little faster, a little more accurate, and stuff like that. I really like this gun, using it and stuff. Like I said, it's definitely one of the best. So, I'm using it here with Scavenger. Hardline, obviously, and I'm using it actually with Marksman, and you'll see Marksman coming up here. Is actually a really useful perk. At the time when Modern Warfare 3 was coming out, and all the leaked information about perks and stuff, I was kind of like, Marksman. Who's gonna use Marksman? It's not gonna be that useful. But I mean, you see people's names at ranges, like basically across the whole map. And since this map is, one of the biggest in the game, it's definitely helpful to see those names. You'll see I get into a spot where I wouldn't have normally seen. I got 3 kills just by seeing, people's names, and I think that's what is a really good perk. Like you'll see here, I just stand here basically the whole game. They keep coming back to the top of this hill. So, I'm using marksmen to my advantage here, seeing their names and picking them off easily with a strong weapon. So, that's my advice when you're using this gun or any long-range weapon, assault rifle or, sniper rifle for that matter, is to definitely use marksman. It's actually a really underrated perk. Stalker's also a good perk, but like I said, when using long-range weapons like this on big maps, I would definitely use, the marksman perk. But anyway, guys, today was one of those days on Call of Duty. You ever have those days where nothing goes your way? I mean, every lobby you get into, there's akimbo FMG9 sprayers, or you're about to get this nice kill, you lag out, you're about one way from your Moab, you're gonna get killed by Last Stand, or here's the instance where Marksman comes in handy. By the way, I didn't even see these guys. Their name shows up through the fence, which I thought was pretty cool. But like I said, this was one of those days where nothing was really going my way, and this gameplay holds true to that. I hope you guys don't get too angry at me. But you'll see at the end of the gameplay, it actually was really frustrating. But you guys have to remember that I'm running kind of low on time here, free time. Now that basketball's picked up, Tuesdays and Thursdays I have 3.5 hours of practice because I play for 2 leagues. And school practices every day, so it's right in the middle of the day. Like I said, I don't really have time, that much time on my hands. Probably like an hour and a half between school and when practice starts, just to game and relax and do whatever. So usually that's when I get on. So this was one of those days where I was just trying to get this gameplay for the whole time, and it was it was really frustrating. I couldn't get it. It was one of the best guns in the game, and I'm sitting here struggling with it. So like I said, I hope you guys don't mind too much at what happens. You'll see towards the end of the gameplay. It's actually cut short here. You guys can probably imagine what happens, but um, yeah, I get my Juggernaut, and I'm like, I'm just gonna keep it safe. Next time I die, I'll just call it in right away. I learned my lesson already. Some dude stole my care packages before, so I'm not gonna take that chance. But you guys see what happens coming up. I actually wish I called it in right away, but anyway. Like I said, guys, hope you don't get too frustrated at what happens. But like I said, if you can, understand that I have little time on my hands, I do try to get the best gameplays I can for you guys. And this was one of those times where I was struggling for some reason to get the gameplay with this gun. So what happened was actually unfortunate, but it definitely, I'm just gonna use the gameplay anyway. Like I said, hope you guys don't get too upset about that. But you'll see here coming up here. So I get my second IMS. I'm kind of, this guy, knifing never works for me, but it does for everyone else. So here, calling in my care package, getting ready to throw it in. Gonna find a nice safe spot to throw it in where it's not gonna get caught on a roof or anything. So basically, like I said, this was one of those days where just nothing went my way. So calling my IMS, waiting for this helicopter to drop off the care package, run up to it, and what do you know? I can't capture it, and the host basically left the game the second I was about to capture the Juggernaut. So I'm really sorry, guys. Hope you do understand. And like I said, if you're upset about that, I completely understand. I'm sorry, but I'll get you guys a full gameplay next time. Hope you guys did enjoy. Sorry for the fail, and I'll see you guys later. Thanks for watching. Peace.